God says, a miracle payment of 350 million has just been released from heaven carrying your name. And if you don't open what I've prepared before 11 p.m. tonight, it will disappear forever without a trace. This is not a delay. This is not a warning you can take lightly. This is a final call from heaven itself. I am sounding this alarm over your life right now because what I have promised is not something I want you to miss by one moment of hesitation or doubt. To all who feel this in their spirit, comment Amen right now to declare that you receive this word with your whole heart. You are being shown this at the exact moment it was meant to reach you. Nothing is a coincidence. This is not just a message passing through your screen. This is a divine transaction reaching from the throne room of heaven straight into your life. There is a shift happening, and I need you to stay focused. Your miracle is scheduled. Your name is written on a blessing that will not be redirected. I need you to believe with every part of your soul. Like this video, if your heart feels this word was written directly for you. I have kept this promise in waiting for a long time. I watched the tears you cried alone. I saw the weight you carried in silence when no one knew what you were going through. I heard the prayers you whispered late at night, asking if I had forgotten you. I never forgot. I was preparing something that no man could take credit for, something so big that only heaven could release it. And now, it's here. It carries your name. It holds your deliverance. It is wrapped in my glory and sealed in my timing. At the appointed hour, the windows of heaven have swung open, and what was held back is now flowing toward you. Your season of delay is breaking. Your time of lack is closing. Your name has been lifted before me, and the wealth that was spoken over you before you were even born is now being fulfilled. This is your appointed hour of release, and I will not allow anything to block what I have already called yours. Comment 1111 if you believe this is the confirmation you've been waiting for in silence. I am the Lord your God who multiplies what the world calls impossible. I do not follow earthly systems. I override them. When men say there's not enough, I say, I am more than enough. When they say you are not qualified, I say, I chose you before the foundation of the world. When they say the door is closed, I say, I am the door. You have waited long. You have battled through storms that nearly broke you. You've been through seasons where nothing made sense. But every single battle was proof that the enemy saw what I was about to do in your life and wanted to stop it. You didn't lose. You didn't quit. You didn't give up on me. And now, I will not hold back from you. This is the fulfillment of everything you dared to believe despite the pain. I am sending angels on assignment right now. The release has been authorized, and your miracle will not be intercepted. The chains have fallen, the blockages are removed, your promised wealth is no longer held in waiting, it is in motion. Every tear you cried is now being watered into a harvest. And I, the Lord your God, do not lie. I do not tease, I do not lead you on. If I said you would walk into blessings, then no force can stop you from reaching them. Comment 222 if you trust this word is for you and no one else. There are people who doubted you. They laughed when you said you were waiting on God. They thought your faith was foolish. But I will prepare a table in the presence of every voice that tried to discourage you. I will clothe you in the richness of heaven and the favor of the Lord. Your bank account will not reflect your past struggle. It will reflect my abundance. The wealth I give comes with no sorrow. It will not break you. It will build you. This is not about material things alone. This is a sign that I never left you. I am showing you that I am still the God of miracles, the God of sudden breakthroughs, the God of financial turnaround, the God who speaks and makes a way where none existed. I am removing the shame from your story. I am placing glory where there was lack. I am covering your family with provision that they never saw coming. You have to stay alert now. The enemy will try to distract you just as I'm pouring this out. He will try to make you scroll past, to make you delay, to make you believe this isn't real. But you know in your spirit that this word is soaked in truth. You feel me moving. You sense the confirmation. Don't miss this by ignoring the tug in your heart. My voice is quiet but powerful, and you know it when you hear it. You are not alone. I walk with you. I fight for you. I lead you by still waters. I restore your soul. And I have spoken your name in heavenly places. The miracle has been dispatched. The blessing is traveling fast. It will reach you by my hand, not by man's assistance. You will testify soon. You will weep with joy. You will remember this moment for the rest of your life. Stay rooted in me. Keep your heart clean. Keep your hands open. What I give you will change everything. And once it is in your life, it will never be taken. This is your moment. This is your confirmation. This is your divine transaction being completed in heaven's timing, not man's schedule. Everything you thought you knew about money might be wrong. A 9-word prayer buried in a leaked FBI file is now changing lives overnight. Thousands of people are repeating it once a day and seeing wealth appear without effort. Neuroscientists believe it activates a part of the brain that's been linked to abundance for millions of years. This could be the breakthrough you've been waiting for, but the page could be taken down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears forever. There is no delay in me, only precision. There is no poverty in me, only overflow. There is no abandonment in me, only perfect presence. And now, my child, lift your hands wherever you are and receive this word deep into your spirit. The miracle has been released. The payment has been written in heaven with your name on it. Tonight by 11 p.m., it must be embraced by faith, or it will pass to another door. I don't want it to miss you. Hold this close. Let nothing shake your belief. What was written over you cannot be erased. The vaults of heaven have opened, and I am pouring out something you didn't even know how to ask for. Comment 333 if your faith declares that this is already done and nothing can stop it now. When I said I would bless you, I didn't mean in small ways or through predictable channels. I meant I would overwhelm you. I meant I would show up in ways that silence every lie spoken over your life. I meant I would release a portion that makes people ask how you survived what should have destroyed you. What is happening now is not a dream, it is the unfolding of a divine reality designed specifically for you. Every delay, every detour, and every disappointment was only positioning you to receive it without confusion. I want you to know this is personal. I didn't release this into the world. I released it into your life. I saw your surrender. I watched the way you kept believing even when everything around you told you to quit. I honored your faith in rooms you didn't know existed. I fought for you behind doors that you couldn't even see. I whispered your name before kings and interceded through angels on your behalf. That is how serious this release is. That is how deeply I love you. The hour is now. The appointed time is no longer ahead of you. It is resting upon you. You are walking through it in this very moment. It may not look like it in the natural, but the spirit realm is roaring with activity. There is movement. There is acceleration. There is a shift in your name happening right now. And soon, it will all make sense. I don't operate on signs that men can always recognize. I work through faith, and if you can feel it, that's because your spirit already sees it. Comment 555 if you know this is not ordinary, and heaven is speaking directly to you. This payment that is reaching you is not just about money, it is about alignment, it is about legacy, it is about unlocking the doors that were shut for generations before you. What I give you will reach into your family line and repair what was broken long before you were born. What I pour out now will touch your children and their children and generations beyond them. Because when I bless completely. When I give with purpose, and this purpose is much bigger than you thought. You were never forgotten, you were never ignored. You were being shaped, molded, and refined. I was breaking what needed to be broken so that the oil could flow. I was teaching you to hear me even in the silence. And now that you've reached the threshold, now that you've passed through the fire, I am crowning you with favor. Not the kind that fades, not the kind that flickers, but the kind that establishes you and never leaves. Let this be the moment you stop asking when and begin thanking me for now. Let this be the hour you stop looking for signs and start preparing to receive. Let this be the day you walk like someone who knows that their God has already moved. Your life is about to look nothing like it did just yesterday. The enemy is panicking because he can feel what's being released into your hands. But he cannot touch what I have marked. He cannot stop what I have spoken. Comment 1212 to claim this overflow that is already being stirred in your favor. I know what they said. I know how they walked away. I know how they looked down on you when you had nothing to your name. But I didn't forget. I wrote down every prayer. I remembered every seed you sowed, even when it was the last thing you had. I saw the way you gave when no one was watching. I saw how you stayed faithful when everything told you it wasn't worth it. That kind of faith moves heaven. That kind of heart unlocks vaults. That kind of trust reaches my throne. I am not giving you what you begged for. I am giving you what you didn't even know you needed. I am healing more than your finances. I am restoring your dignity. I am washing off the shame. I am silencing every voice that mocked your faith. I am proving that your trust in me was never wasted, and what I give, I do not take away. Once this payment touches your life, it will spark other blessings. You will not be able to contain what is coming. It will be pressed down, shaken together, and running over. This is a call for you to believe without limits, speak like it's done, move like it's done, plan like it's done. This is not a test, this is a release. Heaven has already approved it. Earth is just catching up to what I've finished. And if you keep your eyes on me, you'll see that I never lost control. Not 1 minute, not 1 day. Even in your lowest moment, I was positioning you for the highest elevation. The world calls it coincidence. I call it divine timing. The world sees money. I see promise. The world questions everything. But you, my child, you walk by faith, and that is why this miracle is coming to you. Not by chance, not by accident, but by my design. Comment 777 if your spirit feels the power of this promise taking form right now. There's a reason leading neuroscientists are fascinated by one specific 9-word phrase. People all over the world are using it daily and reporting sudden financial breakthroughs, cleared debts, unexpected deposits, and total peace of mind. More than 19,000 lives have already been transformed. Some say it's divine, others say it's pure science. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might go offline any second. Click the link in the description and comments to access it before it's too late. My voice is calling you louder than the noise that has tried to distract you. You have carried burdens I never intended for you to hold alone. You tried to figure everything out when all I asked was that you trust me. I saw the heaviness on your shoulders. I saw how tired your soul was, even when your lips said you were fine. You kept pressing forward when your strength was gone, and I made note of that. I preserved your promise while you persevered in pain. Now, I am opening the gate, not just any gate, but the one that leads directly into the storehouse of divine provision. The 350 million is not a number I speak lightly. It is symbolic of the magnitude of what I am releasing into your life: restoration in places you thought were permanently broken, and acceleration where you felt stuck for years. It is the wealth of heaven coming to your earthly reality. You will not labor for what I've already labored over. You will not chase what is already chasing you. The miracle is assigned to your name and sealed by my hand. I did not forget you. I was preparing the right time, and that time is now. When I release something, it does not come with confusion. It comes with clarity, and if your heart is still, you'll feel that this moment is holy. Comment 999 if you know this is no ordinary day, and God has marked this season just for you. I remember when you were overlooked, when no one saw your worth, when your faith was mocked and your heart was weary, but I was watching. I was never blind to your struggle. And I wasn't just watching in silence, I was planning your breakthrough while you were enduring heartbreak. I was setting things in motion that your eyes couldn't see yet. And I knew, when the time came, nothing and no one could stop what I had set aside for you. You're not receiving this because you earned it with perfection. You're receiving it because you remained faithful when it hurt. You didn't walk away when it was easier to give up. You didn't stop praying when it felt pointless. And that is why heaven has authorized a release. The kind of release that rewrites the narrative of your entire life. I am placing in your hands a miracle that cannot be mistaken for anything but my favor. This is the wealth of my promise coming alive in your life. The world sees it as currency. I see it as confirmation. I see it as a sign to you that I am still the God who honors his word. You will not end this year the same way you started. You will not carry the same wounds, the same debts, or the same burdens. I am removing the weight. I am lifting the sorrow. I am replacing it with celebration. Comment 1010 if your soul says yes to this breakthrough, and your faith is already thanking me for it. Don't let fear creep into this moment. Don't let delay rob you of what is yours. I am speaking this into your life because I know how close you are to the edge of a new beginning. You were born for such a time as this. I have been guarding your name, covering your steps, and watching over every single moment that brought you to this exact hour. This is not about chance, this is about purpose. The payment that is coming is connected to something bigger than your needs. It is connected to the assignments I've placed in your life. You have dreams that require resources. You have callings that require space. You have people to bless, lives to uplift, and chains to break, not just in your own story, but in others too. This blessing is coming to you because it is meant to flow through you. But I couldn't release it until you understood the weight of it. Now you do. I am not blessing you because I have to. I am blessing you because I want to. It brings me joy to see you rise. It brings me glory when you walk in purpose. The enemy tried everything to make you believe you weren't worthy. He whispered lies to break your spirit, but you kept coming back to me. You kept opening your heart. You kept listening for my voice. And now, I'm about to prove to you that your heart was always safe with me. This financial miracle will not just change your life, it will restore your confidence. It will open your eyes to see that I am still writing the story, and the best part has yet to unfold. You've survived enough. You've struggled enough. You've waited long enough. This is your moment. It is here, and it is real. So stand still, breathe deep, let your faith rise, because what you're about to walk into was designed before you were born. Your name is written in places you haven't even entered yet, and the miracle has already left heaven. It is on the way to your hands. Comment 1515 if your heart knows this is your divine release and your moment has come at last. I want you to understand this clearly. What I am giving you will outlast the storm. It is not a fleeting breakthrough that fades after a week. It is a permanent shift that alters the structure of your life. It is a financial release, yes, but it is also a spiritual transformation. It will stretch its arms into your health, your relationships, your peace, and your future. This is a move from me that changes the foundation, not just the surface. For too long, you were surrounded by losses and setbacks, and you wondered silently if you were cursed, if you were forgotten, if maybe I turned away. But I never left. I never removed my eyes from you. I was letting the soil soften around you. I was pulling up the roots of disappointment and planting deeper faith. I was quiet, but I was working. And now, I am not silent. Now, I am thundering into your life with undeniable signs that my hand is still mighty. Can saying just 9 simple words really change your financial situation? According to top neuroscientists and even an accidental confirmation from the FBI, it absolutely can. This short daily prayer is helping people erase debt, attract wealth, and live free from financial stress. It only takes a few seconds to say, but the results are lasting. Don't wait. Click the link in the description and comments before this secret is deleted forever. This wealth that's being transferred was preserved just for you. It was held in heaven's vault, untouched, waiting for this hour to come. It has not been tainted, it has not been tampered with, it has not been forgotten. I covered it with my word and assigned angels to protect it until the time was right. And now, because your spirit is ready, I am releasing it to find you. I am commanding it to reach you swiftly. Comment 1717 if your faith declares that this release is falling upon your life right now. You've come through a long, dark night. There were moments you thought you would not make it through. There were days when smiling took more strength than you had. You battled doubts that felt louder than your prayers. You tried to hold on to hope, but your hands trembled under the weight, and still you stayed. You didn't run from me, you ran to me. You opened your heart in your weakest moments and whispered, "God, I still trust you." I heard that, and I never let that go. That is why this miracle is finding you now. You see, this isn't just about your effort, it's about your endurance. Many people cry out in good times. Few worship in the wilderness, but you did, and that praise carried weight in heaven. That trust became a sound in the spirit that never stopped echoing before my throne. It shook the ground, it broke the delay, it accelerated what was held back, and now the answer is arriving. What you spoke in faith will now appear in your life. I want you to prepare your heart not just for money, but for renewal. I am restoring your joy. I am lighting up your future again. I am reviving the dreams you buried under disappointment. The vision you once abandoned is coming back, because it was never dead, just waiting for the provision to meet the purpose. And now, they are colliding. You will not go another season empty. You will not wake up with dread anymore. You will rise with strength. You will sleep in peace. Comment, Amen, if you receive this restoration as yours, signed and sealed by your Heavenly Father. You are chosen, not randomly, not occasionally. You are handpicked. And with that comes a promise: I will never break. I will provide. I will lead, I will protect, I will open what no one can close, and close what no one can harm you with. This wealth is not just a blessing, it's a covering. It will shield you from what tried to return. It will push back the pain you thought would repeat. It will fund the purpose I planted in your soul before anyone believed in you. There will be people who don't understand why this came to you. Some may question, some may envy, some may even speak against it. But don't waste your breath proving yourself. I will be your defender, I will be your confirmation, I will be your witness. And when I bless, I make no apologies. I do not second-guess the ones I favor. I do not hesitate when it's time to exalt my children. You waited well. Now you will walk freely. Walk like someone who's already received the miracle. Speak like someone who knows the promise is real. Don't wait for the money to show up to believe. I need your belief to open the door wide, because your miracle is knocking, and faith is the key. Nothing can replace it. Nothing can substitute it. Faith is the language of heaven, and you, my child, are speaking it beautifully now. The moment is closer than you think. The blessing is heavier than you imagined. The shift is already underway. Keep your spirit open. Keep your eyes focused. Stay expectant, because what I'm bringing into your life by tonight 11 p.m. is not an ordinary gift. It is the proof that I am still the God of wonders, and your name is written in gold on heaven's timeline. Comment 1111 if your spirit knows this was destined to reach you at this very moment. There were days when it felt like I was far away, when your prayers echoed in silence and your hope began to fade. You held on with trembling hands, not because you felt strong, but because something deep inside told you I would not leave you like this. And you were right. I never left. I never abandoned your heart. I was closer than the breath in your chest, recording every moment, shaping every delay into destiny.